Hey, good morning, guys. How y'all doing out there? Guess what? It's hump day. Yeah. All right. If you'll give me just a few minutes, we'll get this show started. See you after the intro.
Sun's coming up, coffee strong. Hit that button, we're rolling along. Morning crew already in the chat. Good vibes only, yeah, imagine that. Screen lights up, here we go. MrCoop's ready, let the truth be told. Laughs, real talk, no filter, no flop. Buckle up, y'all. Countdown's done, no time to stop. Red lights on. The mic is hot, talk time's on. MrCoop bringing that break of dawn. Say it loud, say what you got. Wake up the world cause the mic is hot. Yeah, we sip that brew, hit our spot. Talk time rolling and the mic is hot. He reads the chat with a watchful eye. Calls it straight, no alibi. Keep it fun, keep it kind. Cross that line, yeah, he'll rewind. Stories flying, jokes land right. Morning crew, feeling alright. From serious talk to laugh out loud. This is our place, this is our crowd. No script, no fear, just say what you got. Hands in the air cause the mic is hot. Talk time's on, MrCoop lighting up the morn. Say it loud, say what you got. Truth and laughs cause the mic is hot. From the first hey to the last. Coffee drop, we're wide awake cause the mic is hot. Good mornings, roll call, let's go. Every voice matters on this show. Turn it up, don't miss your shot. This is your moment. So mic is hot, talk time's live. MrCoop keeping it real every time. Wake up strong, hit that spot. Morning made better when the mic is hot. Yeah, the chat's popping, the vibes on lock. Best part of the day cause the mic is hot. Talk time with MrCoop. Same time, same place, don't be late.
Good morning, chat. How you guys doing? Good. Yes. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Let me tell you. Oh, the sun is shining. The birds are chirping. The dogs are barking. Everything's fabulous here in Central Florida. How you guys doing this morning? Dee will be with us shortly. She's taking care of a few things, and once she gets on, she'll be here. Or when she gets done, she'll be here. All righty. Let's say some good mornings to all you fabulous people. Yeah, right out of the gate, we got Midas Claw was here early this morning. Good morning. You got Charlie Sugar, what's happening, Captain? You got Tammy P, what's happening, girl? Oh, Miss Colleen's here. Good morning. Oh, Mr. Big Dirt, what's happening, my friend? Oh, Miss Joan, how are you doing today? Howdy. All right. No. We got Jake in the house. Good morning. Liked and shared. Thank you so much, Jake. Thank you. Much appreciated. We got Ms. Nanny Clampett in the house. Good morning. Who else we got in here? Oh, let's scrolling. Oh, we got Karen's books. Good morning, Karen. How are you, young lady? How are you? Oh, and who else we got in here? Miss Dawn. Good morning. How are you, young lady? Oh, Miss Nancy. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning. Polymopicus, Mr. Rickles. How are you today, my friend? How are you? All right. Who else we got rolling up in here? Oh, there's Mr. CK headed over to the Rumble room. So Coop makes some money. Thank you so much, CK. Thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that are following us over on Rumble. We're trying to grow that over there. I did go over and check out the Rumble studio yesterday, and there's a little bit of a learning curve, but it's basically what I'm used to with Restream. There's just a few functions over there that I don't have that I have with Restream, but I will keep digging at it, trying to figure it out, because I mean, there's a lot of stuff to unpack with Rumble over there. So I will be slowly, migrating. I'm not gonna leave YouTube, okay? But I do like the idea that I can stream through Rumble and not have to pay for Restream. But I have Restream all the way up until like November, so I'll stick with Restream for a while, but it'll give me a chance to learn the Rumble stuff. But thank you so much. Thank you. Al Walker, how you doing? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It most definitely is hump day. Yeah. All right. All right. Who else did I see in here? Oh, Miss Daisy, how you doing? Made it to a live show. Now let's see how long I can watch before an interruption. Don't worry, don't worry. You always got replay. Good morning, Jim. How you doing? How you doing? Miss Allie, how are you, sweet lady? How are you? Rick Friend, good morning. Good morning. Oh, who else we got hiding in here? Scrolling. I'm slowly. There's James. Good morning. How are you? Guys, Dee will be here. She's just running a little late. She's got some things she's got to do. She does have a real life. Okay, so she will be here. She will be here. Oh, Charlie Sugar. Coop says and means be nice or be gone. Exactly. That's the prettiest, simplest rule I could ever think of, Be nice or be gone. I mean, life's too short to be toxic and mean. All right, just be nice. That's all it takes. Oh, Miss Daisy, good morning. How are you, young lady? How are you? Oh, let's see. We got Crystal. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, young lady? Oh, don't know. Okay, I'm slowly getting there, guys. I'm slowly getting there. We got 131 of you fabulous souls in here right now. Wow. Alan, good morning. How are you? Oh, Miss Lynn, how are you today? How are you? Yes. Oh, who else? Who else is in the house? I'm trying not to miss anybody. Oh, you're teasing me. Good morning. How are you today? How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Oh, Debbie D, how you doing, girly girl? How you doing? Oh, we just rolling. I'm going slow, guys, because I don't want to miss anybody. Oh, there's Miss Crystal. Good morning. Frankie Fuzz, what's happening? What's happening? And there's Mercedes over in the Rumble Dungeon. I better turn that on. Will it pop up there? Right? Yeah. Since we've got you guys over in the Rumble Dungeon, we will put up the overlay so you guys can talk amongst each other back and forth from the Rumble Room and YouTube. All right. Let's go. Yeah, there's Mercedes. Good morning. I already got Rick. I already got Crystal. She's over in the Rumble Room now. All right. Yeah, with the Rumble, you're monetized the minute you sign up for an account over there. So it's awesome. It's slow going. I mean, it's just like YouTube. You make monetary value off the ads and stuff. I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but yeah. Ball Python, how are you this morning? Good morning. Tam, how you doing? Good morning. Oh, who else? We got Cassandra. Good morning. How are you? Yes. Modest Claw is back. Good morning, Mr. Coop. Yeah, D will be here shortly. So just hang in there. She will be here. But yeah, we got some good stuff to go over today. We got we've already went over this document once already. But it was back when we really didn't know what was going on until we had to figure out what was going on with this bankruptcy stuff. Now that we know that it's two different cases within one, we separated it. So now we've got the adversary and then we've got the regular bankruptcy. So what we're going over here lately is the adversary bankruptcy part of it, what Jeremy filed within the bankruptcy. So we've got document 10 we're going to look at today. We're probably not going to read the whole thing, but I did want to go over some key notes of what he's trying to squash. Document 10 came in from Saran Wrap. And one, to me, it seems like a big stall tactic. And two, he's fighting two, what did he call that? Oh, come back here. Oh, he's wanting to fight counts 1 or 2 and 3 that Jeremy filed. And we're going to go over those 2 counts of what Jeremy filed. And he's trying to get out of it. So I don't really understand what he's doing. I thought they wanted the bankruptcy. Counts 2 and 3 to me is Jeremy basically asking the courts not to let her out of this and not to grant her, how do I say this? Not to let her discharge the money she owes him because it was all brought against him maliciously, talking about the Ohio restraining order. So he's asked the courts not to let her discharge the debt that she owes him from Ohio. I do believe that's it. So yeah, we'll be going over that. Debbie Dean, good morning. And of course, there's my sweetheart, Mama Coop. How you doing, sweetie? How you doing? Oh, Teresa, how you doing? How you doing, Teresa? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, young man, and all of you. Yes. Good morning, Teresa. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, Taz, good morning. Hello from the great nation of greatest nation on earth, Texas. Yeah. My whole family on my mother's side, they're all from the Fort Worth area. Man, I've got some pictures around here somewhere where it's my grandparents and uncles are out. Well, my great grandparents and my great uncles are out frying an egg on the sidewalk. That's how hot it was at the time they did that. Pickles, good morning. How are you over in the Rumble Room? Yes. Good morning. Who else we got in here? Robo, how you doing? Roboto? We'll just go Rob. Good morning, Rob. How you doing? Kelly, good morning. How are you? Good morning. Oh, let's go. Bridget, good morning. How is your family doing? How's all the health elements going on over there? Is everybody doing all right, girly girl? All right, let's see who else we got in here. Miss Kelly's over there. Arctic Wolf. Now, I can't remember who Arctic Wolf is. I think that's almost Boomercraft John, but I can't really remember. But good morning, Arctic Wolf. Good morning. Oh, Joan, how you doing again? How you doing? Cassandra, there she is. Who else? Oh, James, good morning. Glad to have you, my friend. Glad to have you. Pull up a chair, sit down. Let's have some fun today. We're going to be doing a little bit of recapping of what's been going on over the weekend and all this week. It's been hilarious. It's been absolutely hilarious. We're going to do some debunking. Yes, we are. Oh, yeah. Donna's mom, Miss Tina. Good morning, young lady. How are you? Yeah, I text Dee this morning, and she was on with her boss. So she's running a little bit behind. Nothing like having to talk to the boss first thing in the morning. Oh, there's somebody. Uh-oh, what's happening? What happened? Let's go see. Oh, okay. Another friend saying everything's okay. Marianne Fields, I know you're in here. Somebody said there you are. Good morning, Marianne. I hope you're doing all right, young lady. I do. Oh, I'm telling M to kick the bricks. Going to Linux. Okay, all right. I did find out some good stuff about you, Rumble, though. Rumble is a lot like my Restream. You can literally stream to multiple platforms, and locals is part of Rumble. They literally have locals set up. So I've got to set up a locals thing over there. I think Tug and Megan's been over there on locals setting up stuff. Oh, GK, Rummy, how you doing? How you doing, Rummy? Good morning. Good morning. All right, who got me that time? Oh, okay, sweetheart. All right, I got to turn these notifications off, or you guys are going to be having the Beverly Hills theme song in your head all day. So give me just a second. Mama just told me I needed to take care of something real quick, so I'm going to go do that real fast. It'll take me just a momento. I think I got it right here. I do. All right. Oh, she's asking me to put my link in the chat for my coffee, which I keep forgetting. There it is. It's there. Let's scroll up and we'll pin it. All right, guys and gals, I have just pinned my coffee link to the top of the chat box where you guys type in your messages over on YouTube, not on Rumble. Rumble is monetized. So if you're on Rumble and you would like to support the show over there, there are memberships. There are Rumble rants, which are the same as super chats on YouTube. You can utilize those if you want. If you don't, that's quite all right. You just being here is enough for me. But in the meantime, if you're on YouTube and you'd like to help the channel, pinned right above the comment box is my coffee link. Have at it, okay, if you want to. If you don't, like I said, just being here is enough for me. But remember, if you do send a coffee, okay, I can pull it up on screen and read your comment. So there is that. Mary Dale, good morning. Good morning. I better get to scrolling here. I'm going to get way behind. Lane's wife, good morning. Hubby is on a heart monitor for low heart rate after getting out of the hospital yesterday. Oh, Lane's wife, I hope the hell he gets to feeling a lot better real fast. I really do. I really do. Give him, everybody keep him in your thoughts and prayers. If you pray for him. If you don't, well, keep him in your thoughts. That's how that works. So let's show some little love to Lane's wife's hubby. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. And we got, who else we got in here? Oh, there's Terry. Good morning, Terry. Good morning. How are you? Big Dirt's over in the Rumble Dungeon. All right. All right. Arctic Wolf is over in the Rumble Dungeon. Okay, I better get caught up here. I'm never going to get caught up. Let's see. Who else do I see in here? Who else? Oh, Dawn's here. Good morning, Dawn. How are you doing? If I miss anyone, just know that I'm thinking about each and every one of you. It's not intentional. I'm trying to get there. Pickle Tink's over. Oh, good morning, Pickle Tink. Good morning. Good morning. Now, Pickle Tink, are you going by Pickles over on Rumble? I think you're going by Pickles on Rumble. All right. Who else we got in here? Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Oh, you're testing me. Good morning, Dirty. Good morning. Good morning. All right. All right. Remember, guys and gals, for everybody over on Rumble and everybody in YouTube, if you look at the overlay, you can watch each other chat and conversate together there on the overlay up on the screen. Yeah. It might be small for you. I'm going to try and make it bigger. Let's go large. I just wish I could make that thing. I wish I could make it taller to where you guys could read more comments on the screen at one time. Because if I make it smaller, you guys aren't going to be able to see the comments because a lot of you guys are on the phone. So let's see, what is this? Well, that makes it smaller. I guess you guys can read it like that. I'm gonna leave it alone before I mess something up. But hopefully, you guys that are on the phone, used to it went from top to bottom. Now it just goes this little piece here. So hopefully, you guys can see it. Hopefully, you can read it. If not, give me some feedback. Email me, message me. Email's going right across the bottom of the screen. Okay, it's just MrCoopShow@gmail.com, all lowercase letters, no spaces. So if you guys have any feedback on the chat overlay, please just let me know. Everything helps. Every little bit of input helps. Tim, good morning. I wonder if Jeremy will ever be able to collect in full from all of the lawsuits against the failed scammers. Tim, I don't think he will. I think it's more of a principle thing than anything else. He will probably never collect all of the money, but if he chooses to, if he wins, he can literally turn every one of them into financial slaves to him for the rest of their lives. Whoever owes him money, he can have bank accounts garnished. He can have all kinds of things done. Whether he's going to do that or not, I don't have any idea. It just depends on how much he wants to do it. I know when wages are garnished or bank accounts are garnished, they can only take up to a certain percentage. They can't just wipe out your bank account. So I don't know. I don't have any idea what his plans down the road for that are, Tim. But yes, I would say that anybody that he wins against, they will probably be enslaved to him financially for a very, very long time. I would think. All right. Big Al. An adversary lawsuit within the bankruptcy is used when a bankruptcy is very, very complex and other issues are explored. Right? Gotcha, Big Al. Thank you so much, my friend. Hey, there's Flip. Good morning. How you doing? You're not late. You're right on time. Oh, Tim, good morning. How you doing? Good morning. Who else we got in here? Oh, and there's Donna's mom. She says she's cold. All right. Who else we got floating around? Oh, there's Sharon. Good morning, Sharon. Max Lab posted a court docket with May 13th, I believe, filing from Randy. Big Al, you know anything about that? Because I guarantee if there was something filed, we've got it. Oh, and who else we got in here that we can say good morning to? Oh, Robin. How you doing, Robin? Good morning, all. And has anyone listened to Bone Sucker? Nope, I have not listened to Bone Sucker and his lies. He's in Florida, Mr. Coop. Be careful. He might show up. Well, if any of these chuckleheads are dumb enough to show up at my house, I feel sorry for them. That's all I'm going to say about it. I don't play games. I don't mess with anybody. I stay in my own little world. So since I don't mess with people, they best not mess with me because I'm too old for the scuffling and ruffling around on the ground. Oh, looky here who we got coming in. It's Miss D spills the tea. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How is everybody?
Oh, I'm just saying good mornings right now. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah. Busy but good.
Oh, I kind of figured you was busy.
Yeah, busy is always good. Idle hands never.
Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah. Idle hands get you in a lot of trouble. Well, some people, it gets them in a lot of trouble. Anyway, Robin, I was just answering Robin's little comment here. She says Bones Crusher is here in Florida.
Oh.
I need to watch out. I ain't worried about his old ass. He can stay up there with Fleece in them. I'm not worried about him. You're testing me. Good morning. Mercedes and I are only ones at the moment. Well, I'm way behind, so there's probably more of you over there by now. You want to say some good mornings? Because I'm so far behind.
Okay. Good morning, photo lady. Good morning, Colleen. Hi, Joan. How are you? Hi, Faves. Hi. Oh, Sticky Widget. Good morning. Hi, Lisa.
Oh,
Joan.
did you say
Danny.
Sticky Widget?
Yes, I did.
We got a J raid because I just jumped 100 and something people just all of a sudden. So yes, welcome aboard to all the J raiders. Oh my goodness, Faves is here. How you doing, sweetheart? Here and After's here. Lisa's here. Angie's here. If I missed anybody earlier, guys, I apologize. You know how I get to talking, D.
Yeah, right. I do too. Good morning, Johnny D.
Good morning,
Oh,
J Raiders. Good morning. Good morning. I was just telling the fine folks out there that we're going to be going over. I don't think we're going to read the whole document 10 because we've already done that. But there's a couple of key things that I wanted to go over. Like they're wanting to dismiss counts 2 and 3.
okay.
And I'd like for the audience to know exactly what counts 2 and 3 are and why they're trying to have them dismissed.
Okay.
Jeremy's not wanting them dismissed, but apparently Lynette's bunch, they're wanting it dismissed. And basically it's coming down to the point to where Jeremy doesn't want the bankruptcy courts to allow her to dismiss the claims like the Ohio money that she owes him.
Okay.
He doesn't want her getting debt relief on that. So in other
Okay.
words, she's got to pay him. You know?
Okay. Right.
And they're fighting against it. They're wanting 2 and 3 dismissed to where the bankruptcy court will get rid of all debt, whether
But
it's
but
court owned or not.
isn't that civil? Civil cases can't be included, right?
I don't really know, but I do know that. Okay, say for instance, you take the restraining order in Ohio. That was all done maliciously. I mean, she's been convicted of stalking and harassment. Oh, so she maliciously went after him publicly. He got a restraining order, so that kind of relief can't be forgiven, I don't think.
Right. So, okay, I don't, yeah. Okay.
Did
See,
I
I
make
thought that,
sense?
yes, but I thought that was like a given. If it was civil, uh, let me check. I want to, okay. So a civil case with malice be discharged. I don't think it can.
No, 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 no. I don't think anything that's been ruled on as malice
Right.
can be discharged in a bankruptcy. I
Right.
don't know 100%, but that's what I've been told, and that's what I've read a lot about. So, take for instance the Grangers, which I'm really surprised. Well, there hasn't been a final judgment awarded in the Grangers
Right.
case or
Right.
the thumbnail case because Grobe is wanting everybody to hold off on filing
Right.
everything till this is all done. So I think they're pretty much protected on those two cases. Uh,
Right.
but the Ohio case, I'm not too sure of because she already owes him $3,000. That's a given
Right.
for, I think it was the contempt of court 2. Yeah, the second one. That's where it went up to $3,000. And she
Right.
owes what? Between her and Crook, they owe 350 to the courts. Now,
Mhm.
I don't think that she can have the court's money discharged, but I'm not 100% sure.
Well, let's see. Debts arising from civil judgments involving willful and malicious injury to another person or property are generally non-dischargeable in bankruptcy. They
Right.
are excluded. So that they can't get that. I mean, why are they even fighting that? Saran wrap knows better.
All right. Well,
Well,
they're
well,
trying to,
you would
yeah.
think, you would think.
You know, I'm not going to say anything good or bad about these lawyers because at the end of the day, they all have a responsibility to do the best they can to help their client, whether we agree with what they're doing or not. Whether they're doing it above board is one thing, but they've got to try everything they can to help their client. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's what their job is, right?
Right.
So I don't have any idea.
So, I mean, I'm looking at a lot of attorneys' statements. They all stay willful, malicious acts cannot be discharged into bankruptcy. I'm looking at several attorneys' websites, and yep.
Okay. Matthew says, Coop, check email. I sent you something on garnishing or garnishment pay. Okay. Oh, let's go see what he has to say. Oh,
Good morning,
Googles.
Sarasota.
You
Hi,
you can.
Brenda. Hi, Joan. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Jen. Yeah, good morning, everybody.
Oh, this is interesting, D. Matthew
Let's
sent this over to us. If someone owes court ordered payments in federal court, such as reinstallation or child support, the receipt does not necessarily have to personally file paperwork with the IRS, Social Security Administration, SSA, or the debtor employer. Instead, the court order judgment is enforced by the Department of Justice. Ooh.
okay,
Or
read that.
relevant. Okay, I'm going to send you the link so you can
Okay.
check
Yeah,
it out
because
because that's interesting. That's interesting. You might have a different take on it than me, but I think that's interesting. So it from the way this sounds, there's the link for you, D.
okay.
From the way this sounds is that if there's a judgment awarded to Jeremy, the DOJ can step in and go after garnishments and levies. Ooh, and levy actions. Did that pull it
So,
up for you?
yeah, it did. I'm reading it right now.
Oh, that's interesting. So Jeremy might not even have to do anything.
But okay,
Go
because
ahead.
I'm picking restitution. Restitution is when you are ordered by a court to pay restitution for something you stole or cause an injury and things like that. I don't know if this would be considered restitution because it's often collected as a tax. Hold on.
Oh,
All
Miss
right.
Tammy says LP was told that lawsuits would be taken care of through bankruptcy. Well, I beg to differ.
Yeah.
I don't think it will. See, that's what kills me is even though Crook and Lynette don't like what any of us have to say, okay,
Right.
you would think that they would have this little nagging thing in the back of their head saying, I don't like these people. They're all garbage, but maybe I should just contact a lawyer outside of all of this crap just to see if they might be right. Because these
Right.
people have got her convinced of all of this stuff. And I got a feeling it's going to hurt her financially big time.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know.
I can't get past, well, why would you tell somebody that all of your court debts, everything can go away? Why would you tell them that if you know for a fact that, that that's not true?
Right. I mean, I, about the time you want to feel sorry for them just that little bit, they do something stupid and you just forget about it. Yeah, fuck them. Let them deal with it. It'll all come out legally in the end. Uh, part of me wants to feel bad for these guys because they're too stupid to understand that these people are making it worse for them. And then the other side says, no, Coop, don't feel sorry for them. They deserve it. They did all of this. They brought it on themselves. So I'm kind of in a conundrum there.
Right. Yeah.
What's your opinion?
Okay. So if someone told you, hey, Coop, if you do this, it'll absolve you of everything. And you're like, okay, would you not double check what they're telling you and verify that it could absolve you from everything? Or would you just let the person telling you that go ahead and go with what they're saying? You would want to get other input, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't get it. This has been going on for what, 2 years? Almost 3 years? I mean,
Mm,
they got served with a cease and desist in 2023. The end of 2023, I think, is when Jeremy got the protection order, was it not?
I think so,
And
yes.
then it went all 2024. 2024 is when the federal lawsuits started. 2025 is when they went back to reapply to extend the protection order. And then now we're into 2026. So there's been so many people that's been going over all of this court stuff. And like I said, even though they detest all of us, you would think that they would just say, I really need a second opinion.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
and
I
and
mean,
just go ahead.
just like when you go to a doctor and he says, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with you," but there is something wrong with you, right? And so you
Right?
go get another opinion, and they're like, "Oh, yes, it's this is causing this is the underlying issue, we need to treat this, and then it's going to resolve the main problem. We have to get
Right.
rid of this first." So and the same thing holds true. You just don't put all your eggs in one basket, which is what I think happened here. And I definitely would have double checked everything, triple checked it. I'd have ran it through an attorney, say, hey, all I need is 15 minutes of your time. Can I schedule a free 15-minute consult? And they give you 15 minutes. And I would have said, is this something that I should do?
Right.
Should I do this? And they would either say, yeah, sure, or no, you really have some things going on here. I wouldn't do this because it's going to put you in more of a bind than where you're actually sitting at right now.
Right.
So,
Now, you know, when Bubbles first came on the scene, nobody knew who he was. So I could understand them grabbing a hold of Bubbles. He was offering them a lifeline. Here you go. I'm here to help. I can understand that. But as things moved forward and they started seeing the way things were turning out, then here comes all these new legal minds, right? You got Lisa
mhm,
coming in, whether they think she's a lawyer. You got Paint Chips coming in that was a lawyer that had his law license taken because of the illegal activities he was doing. And then you had Lips that, yeah, she relinquished her license, but it was relinquished under duress. Okay. She was either relinquish it or it was going to be taken. That right there, those two coming in would have made me start questioning. Because one,
mhm.
why does Paint Chips? Why does he have a license? Because he's a convicted felon and had it taken away because of the activities he was involved in. And now, guys,
So
that's not defamation. That's pure fact. It's all on the interwebs. He is convicted, and the bar took his license. Uh,
so I definitely would not have taken one person's word or two person's word. I would have looked into who's providing me this information. Where do how do they know this? How
right,
I but I don't know. It just seems like she felt that they were offering her a lifeline and she grabbed it, not thinking maybe, I don't know. Or who knows? She
now
thought
Tim
of a
come in. Does anybody know why CPS hasn't taken the kid away with the living conditions there? Well, I as far as CPS, I don't have any idea what's going
I
on with
don't
those
either.
people. Dee and I were talking about this yesterday. There are people, there are children that are far worse conditions than HG's in. Okay. Do I agree with the conditions that HG's living in? No, I don't. But it's not my job to say one
Right,
or the other whether that child needs to stay there or needs to be gone. That's up to family services. And by the way, guys and gals, do not call anyone that we were
please.
talking about. Okay. Do not talk to any law enforcement agencies, no family services. Stay away from them.
Right.
It's none of our business. If you don't see it with your own two eyes in person, stay out of it. That's as most the clearest I can get it, D.
Yeah. It's it if they saw something, they would have acted on it.
Right.
So that's on them, I
A-
whatever.
As far
Yeah.
as the child goes, what we think is not really any concern to those people. I mean, it's up to family services and Lynette and all of them guys. It's not anything to do with us. I hope I'm just stuttering
Yeah.
about this, but
No.
you know,
I just it's just, it's that's up to them. That's their
right.
thing. That's their supposed field of expertise. I don't know. A lot of there's a lot of bad things and a lot of good things. So it's, you pick and choose.
Right.
I think children and families, I think there's room for them to do better in what they're doing.
Now let's make it clear. This is not a Florida thing, okay?
This is everywhere.
You have family services all over the United States that drop the ball on all kinds of stuff, okay?
Mhm.
Just because this is happening in Florida doesn't make Florida an evil place to live, okay? It's no different than any other state. You have your
Yep.
good parts of the state, you have your bad parts.
Yeah. It's just
So
yeah. And
that's a good lesson right there, D. If you're going
yeah,
to move somewhere, check out your community before you move.
right? Do your homework. There's y there's good people that try to do good, within that arena, and then there's others who just want to get it off of their plate and close the case.
Right,
So, and I
right.
think those need to be retrained in what they're doing. They need to be brought in and said, "Hey, this is what we need to start doing," especially when something bad happens. Because how many times have any of you read where the child was left in that situation, even though that maybe that the caseworker suspected something, but they didn't see anything out of the ordinary, and then 3 weeks later, something bad happens. Okay, and then they're investigated. The caseworker is investigated.
Now, Penny, I do believe that the corporal that was there, I do believe that he did report. Now, I'm not 100% sure on that, but I do believe one of the visits was because the sheriff's deputy did report what was going on. I don't have evidence of it. It's just hearsay. But from what I understand, Corporal Gregory did report it. So there is that.
So,
But you got
hey,
to remember.
yeah, yeah. If
Go
you're
ahead.
a what do they call that? I don't want to. What is that?
Mandatory reporter.
Reporter. Yes. You have to report what you're witnessing.
Oh
And
yeah,
if they act on it, fine. If they don't, hey, you did your part as a mandatory reporter.
right. Well, you got what is it? You got doctors, any first responders. You got law enforcement. They're all considered mandatory reporters. If they see something, they're required to report it.
School teachers.
Yeah, school teachers.
Mhm.
But guys, please do not contact family services.
Yeah,
It's
don't do
it's
that.
it's none of our business. Our feelings need to be set aside because at the end of the day, it's not. It doesn't involve us, and
Right.
I would hate to see anybody do something that would cause problems for Jeremy down the road or cause problems for yourself at that matter.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
but yeah, but anyway, I'm going to pull this up and we're going to take a look at this real quick and we'll
Okay.
talk a little bit about it. Cause this is what I was interested in was this count 2 and 3 getting dismissed. It's kind of, yeah, share. And what I'll do is I'll go here. Oh, why aren't we where we belong, D? There,
Don't know.
there where we belong. Is that it? Do you like it up top like that? It shows
That's fine.
more of
Yeah,
the
it shows
screen there.
screen. Yeah. So this is
Now,
just a partial motion. So he's just wanting 2 and 3, right?
yeah, this one here, he starts talking about 2 and 3. Okay, wanting them dismissed. He wants to dismiss court counts 2 and 3 from this complaint. So before we even start looking at this, let's go check out what 2 and 3 actually are.
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So I'll share this one, share this tab instead. All right. Here we go. Count two, objection to discharge under 11 USC, blah, blah, blah. Uh,
Okay.
you got it. Get it
Okay.
if you
All
want
right.
it.
So plaintiff realleges and incorporates paragraphs 1 through 32 above as if fully set forth herein. At the time of filing, defendant held a legal and or equitable interest in certain assets which were required to be disclosed under 11 USC 521 and in the official bankruptcy forms, such as intra alta, her one flea market business, assets operated under a lease with the Chiefland Farmers Flea Market in Chiefland, Florida, and 2, jewelry, and 3, donations due her per her testimony at the 341 meeting from 2L, but currently held by 2L and other third parties. These assets were concealed by the defendant who omitted them from the schedules and SOFA. Okay, so she admitted at the 341 meeting what was going on. She
Yep.
she did, okay? And she omitted them. So was it done on purpose?
Yeah.
Or hold on. Or was it done by accident? Which way are they going to address this? Which way is Saran Wrap going to approach this? Which prongs? He's
Right.
probably going to go with inadvertently, by accident, omitted them. Okay.
Well,
But
you
we
want to jump
know,
over and see what he says?
but now
Go ahead.
we know because the schedules are so jacked up. How many times did they get to correct the schedules? How many
Yeah.
times?
A lot.
So
A lot.
there was ample time to correct these schedules to reflect what assets were there.
Right.
Okay, so how did Saran Wrap approach this? Was it inadvertently, accidentally, on purpose?
Well, we'll just
So,
take a little short read on see what he has to say about it. Because here we go. We
okay.
got defendant's partial motion to dismiss counts 2 and 3 of the complaint and incorporated what memorandum of law.
So go to 2 because he's answering 2. So we read 2 first. So I just want to see how he approached 2. What did he say in 2? What was his so
Uh,
that's the introduction.
right. Three
Okay.
problems that make counts 2 and 3 okay. I don't know if he has it blocked off where he just talks about just 2 and 3 or if it's all this whole 14 pages is talking about it. Okay, here you go. Here's argument. Count
Minutes.
2
Okay.
pleads to defendant. Okay.
Okay. Count 2 is captioned objection to discharge under 11 USC 727A2 at 6. The body alleges concealment of assets that the debtor knew of and intentionally omitted from her schedules. The prayer for relief, however, asked the court to enter a judgment denying defendant's discharge pursuant to 11 USC 727A4 at 7. So,
It's kind of crazy. She leaves the flea market completely out of her paperwork. Jeremy's saying, hey, no, she's got inventory here that has monetary value. It should be in the bankruptcy. And he's coming back arguing that she didn't try hiding it. Is that how I'm taking it?
so the
Intentionally omitted? I mean, how
and
is it not intentionally omitted? It wasn't, none of it was put into the bankruptcy.
no, and they had how many? Like I said, 3 different times to correct the schedules, and none of those 3 times was any of that corrected. So, that would leave one to say, "Okay, why do you keep leaving this off?" She left this off again, she left it off again, that needs to be addressed. Why was this left off? Because there are screenshots of the flea market, there's video of the flea market. I mean, it's just a litany of evidence that shows, yes, I'm at the flea market. Yes, I have this booth. Yes, I am selling this. Yes, I am doing this. Yes, 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 and yes. So, and then to come back and try to stand behind accidentally. How are you going to stand behind accidentally when you knowingly put it out there?
Wow.
That's what I don't understand.
All right, guys and gals, we have got between the two, Rumble and YouTube, we've got 505 fabulous souls hanging out to see what old D and I have to say. So please, guys and gals, if you're on Rumble, hit the like button. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button. It'll teach both places to send us out into the interwebs. So what is his excuse here, D?
Let's see.
The count thus invokes distinct substations.
Subsections.
Subsections with two distinct sets of elements and never settles on either. Ooh.
But
go ahead.
Go down a little. Oh, hold on. Okay. Section 727A2 reaches both transfers and concealments. The plaintiff must prove 4 elements. 1, a transfer occurred. 2, the transfer was of debtor's property. 3, the transfer was within 1 year of the petition. And 4, the transfer was done with the intent to hinder, delay, or defraud a creditor or the trustees. And we have case law that's being cited here.
Okay. That must have been further up in count 2, unless we just didn't get to it. Because he's arguing that
that
they transferred stuff to somebody else's name is what he's arguing. Is that how I'm taking it? 1, transfer occurred. 2, transfer was of debtor's property. 3, transfer was within 1 year of petition. And 4, the transfer was done. So he's talking about all of the assets in the flea market were transferred? Is that how I'm taking it?
Okay, because he's saying that there was some things left out of that 7, whatever it is, that 747, 727, whatever.
Right.
4, whatever. He's saying that some elements were left out because they're saying that it was concealment. And he's stating here that there's 4 elements. So he's trying to, he's nitpicking. He's nitpicking. He's saying, no, there's 4 elements he has to prove, not just 1 element. And that's what it looks like to me.
Right. We'll go back over here. Where did we leave off here? The concealing of these assets was material because they, were property of the estate under blah, 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 had value. Yeah, so I don't see where Jeremy's saying that they transferred anything. He's just saying she didn't disclose it.
That's it. It doesn't matter which, maybe, it just sounds like he's being, the saran wrap's being nitpicking. He's picking.
Right. Gotcha. All right. Well,
let's see. Despite such defendant knew of these assets at the time of the schedules and SOFA were filed. Despite such knowledge, defendant intentionally omitted these assets from the schedules and SOFA. Okay, here it is. Defendant's omissions were not the result of mistake, inadvertence, or confusion, but were made knowingly and fraudulently. So he's going to run with this: a mistake, inadvertence, or confusion. Those 3 words is probably what he's going to highlight mostly to state that it wasn't done knowingly and fraudulently. So, but as I stated,
where is he getting off of this with this transfer shit? Is what I'm getting at. I mean, what you just read. Yeah, right? Go back to 10.
Go back to where it's showing the statute that he's quoting Randy as, and let me look at that statute.
Back on 10 here. What is it? Section?
Okay, right here, section 727A for the count. Ask the court to enter judgment to fund. Let me look up that one right there, 727A4. So let me check that.
Distinct sections with two distinct sets of elements and never settles on either. Unless there's something we missed in one, I don't think Jeremy's saying that they transferred anyone to anyone or anything to anyone. He's talking about she concealed assets, which she should have put in the bankruptcy. Period.
Okay. That does. Okay. Yeah, here it is. 11 USC 727A4 is a provision in the U.S. Bankruptcy Code that allows a court to deny a debtor a discharge of their debts if they knowingly, fraudulently make a false oath statement or claim under penalty of perjury during their bankruptcy case, such as concealing assets or underreporting income. Okay.
Right.
So that's not only that, but also her statement that she gave at the 341 creditor meeting.
Right.
So
I
that
understand that. But where is all this garbage coming from about transfer of assets? I don't see the transfer was done within the intent to hinder. What transfer transpired? You understand what I'm saying? He's making it a point here. He's saying that items were transferred to who? By who? Jeremy's not saying anything was transferred.
No, he is. And I think he's trying to confuse the court, or he's, if you can't dazzle them with your brilliance, you baffle them with your BS.
There you
type
go.
thing.
Oh, Lordy. Okay, which one am I on here?
And all of these case laws, I don't know, but that 727A4, basically the key aspects of it are a false oath or account.
Right. And then he goes into all of this mumbo jumbo where they're talking about transferring assets. I don't understand where the transferring assets came in. Nobody's saying that she transferred assets. What Jeremy and them are saying is that she did not report the assets, period.
Right.
And she lied under oath when she said she did. Okay.
Okay, so examples of prohibited conduct, which would be failing to disclose assets, which, bank accounts, property,
Right.
making false statements about income or financial interest, or withholding documents or records from the trustee.
Right.
So, there needs to, Wyatt, okay. Yeah, he's trying, because even that is confusing me, because there's nothing in what Randy is stating has to do with, transfers.
Now, this is interesting. The plaintiff bears the burden of demonstrating actual fraudulent intent. He just did. It's very simple. She has a flea market loaded with inventory. None of it was put into the bankruptcy paperwork. None of it.
Right.
What more does he have to do to prove that she's hiding assets?
Well, if she made any, let's say she transferred something into the child's name and it happened within a year, and she didn't disclose it, that is still hiding anything. So I don't know what was transferred, who it was transferred to, why, when. I don't know any of that. I don't know.
I don't either. I don't know that anything's been transferred. All I've heard out of them is that the flea market, anything made at the flea market is for turtles. Everything at the flea market, the turtles own.
Right.
That's what I've heard.
So when did the transfer take place? She would have to disclose that.
Right. Well, according to him, it's the plaintiff bears the burden of demonstrating actual fraudulent intent. Okay. So I don't know. This stuff's getting crazy. I mean, you read this one here. We'll go back to, or did I click on it? We'll go back to Jeremy's. This is the one Jeremy filed. Nowhere in here does it say, I think she transferred anything. Defendant's omission were not the result of a mistake. Were made knowingly and fraudulently. they're saying that they just didn't disclose all the assets.
Right?
Defendant's conduct demonstrates a reckless disregard for the truth. Therefore, plaintiff respectfully requests the court enter judgment denying defendant's discharge pursuant to, and there's you another
Right.
thingy there.
There's the, yep, 11 USC
Is that the one that you
72784.
just read?
Yep, that is the
Okay.
one.
Award plaintiff costs and reasonable attorney's fees where permitted by law, and grant such order or grant such other as further relief as the court deems just and proper. So that's another thing that I think he's trying to get nixed too. What's his name? Saran wrap. He's trying. Not only is he trying to get the whole thing nixed for some reason, he's trying to also get it to where Jeremy doesn't get lawyer's fees, I guess.
Right. Let's see.
Even to it pleads intent of. Oh, do I have it moved? Do you need me to move it?
No, conclusory terms. So if count 2 is read as an A4 claim consistent with its prayer, it is duplicative of count 3, which separately invokes the same subsection on the same facts. Either way, count 2 fails. Plaintiff cannot plead to statutory theories in the alternative without alleging the elements of either. The count should be dismissed, and if plaintiff intends to proceed, he should be required to elect a single theory and replead it. So,
but see, that's just it. Here's count 2 right here. I mean, we read the whole thing. Nothing in here depicts what he's trying to say, what Saran Wrap's saying. Jeremy's basically saying, hey, she didn't disclose inventory. She didn't disclose all monetary value of everything that she owns. Nowhere did I see in here that she transferred assets.
mm-mm.
So where does his argument about transferring assets come from?
I don't know. So, okay.
Because it says right here, these assets were concealed by debtor. It doesn't say anything about transferred by debtor.
Just says concealed. It wasn't, if you have a business and you file personal and not a business bankruptcy, okay? Let's say your business isn't quite there yet, but you need relief on a personal level, okay? You still have to disclose your business. And
Right.
I would think, I don't know, same would hold true if you have a 501c3, right? You would need to disclose any and everything,
Right.
even though you're doing it on a personal level. But you see, she's intertwined not only on a personal, but also on her 501c3, because remember, they've subpoenaed everything that, for it's a shelving type stuff,
Right.
and so they're subpoenaing that. So they're looking into it.
Now, another thing that you've brought up in the past, the commingling of funds.
Right.
Okay. She can sit here and say all she wants. Oh, the flea market stuff is all for the turtles. But according to her bank accounts, no, it's
all went
commingled
into
into personal. So if it's personal, it has to be given over to the bankruptcy. You know what I'm saying? She has to list it with the bankruptcy because it's not for the turtles.
I hate to interrupt. Al just said something. Assets have been transferred without permission from the court. Oh, see, I did not know this.
Oh. So
I did not know this. So this is a whole new thing. So why is Saran Wrap bringing it up? Is he trying to get ahead of the ball?
Could be. I didn't know anything because I
didn't
know
either.
that they had said. I know at one time that Michelle had said that they changed the name of their flea market store, but I've never heard them say that they transferred anything legally. If the the store in the flea market is its own entity for the turtles. It should have its own bank account. And all of the money they get is either cash or it goes into the regular bank account, because she's already admitted that, oh, yeah, I'm working on setting that stuff up. Well, I'm sorry, working on it doesn't fix the fact that before you filed this, it was all commingled.
Right.
So
They're
when it
looking
was,
at that. Yeah, they're
yeah,
looking at that.
it was all commingled at the time you filed. So therefore, it's not two entities. It's one. It's yours. It's all
Right.
in your name. Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
So I didn't know she did that. I did not know.
Maybe Al will enlighten us, or somebody in the chat will enlighten us. I heard Thomas Collins is live saying that he is going to start selling gold and jewelry. Wonder where? Oh, that's a good question, Jay. Wonder where he
Ah.
got that. Huh? Maybe he's selling it for John and Lynette. Who knows? Let's get on down here. What do we got here? It is misogynistic. What is that? What that says?
Yeah. I don't know what French Psycho's talking about. He's talking to
Oh,
Jen.
they're probably talking over there. Shanemesis, there you are, young lady. Coop ain't paying attention. I know I'm reading. I'm reading, Shanemesis. I'm reading.
I caught it and I went back. So yeah.
We're brainstorming over here. I think you and I paid a lot of attention to the chat. I mean,
Yes.
we're constantly fielding questions from the chat. So I pride myself on that, trying to talk to the chat. But yeah, I'm interested to know, Al, how did they transfer stuff? Who did they transfer stuff to?
When did they transfer it?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
which they had 60 days to give or give stuff over. Saran Wrap hasn't yet, which count gave 3-day. Oh, come back here. Warning yesterday on the docket for Max's bidding. I don't know. Oh, Crystal must be talking about something the other day.
Yeah, there was a docket entry that he still hasn't, the deadline or something like that. I think that's what they're talking about.
Right. All right. Harry. Well, according to the 501c was really good, then there wasn't no excuse for not having a checking account for the so-called rescue. Exactly. And as far as I know, she may have one now, but I haven't
Yeah.
seen her say that she has anything yet.
Right. I don't know.
What's Roy got to say? If LPJC put as much effort into doing things legally instead of being shady, they would not be in the position they are in now. Now, I can agree with that.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Hilda, what you got to say? I'm still confused on how she can, upon the flea market,
Merchandise. It seemed to show up when 2L was doing, raising money for her. I think she only had a Mod Podge of items before that.
Well, from what we understand, I'd say the majority of inventory in the flea market, I think, was donated by Robbie from storage units, I do believe.
Yeah, some of it here, there, maybe people sent things. I think maybe that may have came up. Yeah.
Oh, French, you didn't derail nothing. You're good. You're good. You're all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys talk all you want. We're just picking through the comments and seeing what people's got to say. Oh, Pickle Tink, Mr. Coop. I am listed on Rumble as Pickle Tink. Okay, so we got two pickles then.
Okay.
Because we had a pickles over in Rumble earlier that was just pickles.
Right.
All right. So I don't know. What are we getting at over here?
I don't know. It's like an unfinished statements, I guess you could say. Well, I'm doing it for my 501c3. Okay, well, your 501c3 isn't listed. Why didn't you list your 501c3? Why didn't you list this? Why didn't you list that? You know, you're changing things as you go along. You're making stuff up as you go along.
1 through 32.
So, Al says, from what he heard and saw on Element OP was selling assets against the bankruptcy rules to support her 501c3. Then supposedly she told Crook to start selling stuff. Oh. Hey, Chucky.
Yeah. Mama's home, baby girl. Mama's home. Yeah.
So
She'll be in a minute.
So when she stated that it was to support her 501c3, then that's where people are their ears perked up. Oh, look at that puppy!
Yeah,
Oh, look at that baby!
that's a Daisy. She's
Aw.
freaking out. Mama's coming in the gate, so she's tearing my leg up with them big long claws. She'll be in a minute.
So when you start selling things and you say, "Hey, it's not for me. I'm not collecting the money. It's for my 501c3." So that looks kind of sus. They would be like, "Okay, so why are you funneling money there?
Right. Gotcha.
Why are you saying it's for that and you're reiterating it's not for you?"
All right. What is William got to say? That's true, Mr. Coop, but she didn't do this. But she was to keep stuff after the bankruptcy started, then sold stuff after it started. Yeah. Well, I don't think they ever stopped selling anything, did they?
Nope. What did just a couple of weeks ago she was selling some more stuff? I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, she's always posting stuff for sale on her YouTube community post or her Facebook. So I don't know how she's going to answer to all of this. I really don't
either, because there's if they admitted that they are selling it, then there's going to be evidence of them openly admitting that they're selling it. And how are you going to refute that? How are you going to counteract that admission that you're doing it? Because that's by your own admission, right?
Right, exactly.
How would you counteract that? I don't think you can. I don't know.
it gets. I don't know why he's claiming all of this, transfer stuff. I mean, from what we read of count 2, Jeremy's saying that she's not listed items that she has. He's trying to say something about transferring items. Now, could he mean that? Okay, Jeremy says that she's not listed items on the bankruptcy that should be listed. I don't think Jeremy said anything about selling. He's trying to make it. So is he trying to say by her selling stuff is transferring? See, it's crazy. I mean, we've got one bit of evidence that I have showed quite a few times on here. Okay. And it's still to this day, this was all done after the bankruptcy was filed. Now, remember, she only listed one item. She only listed one item as far as jewelry that she owned. Remember that?
Yep, I sure do.
Okay, where did that claw go? Where did I put it? I have so much stuff, it's unreal.
Al says, assets. Hold on. Where'd you go, Al? Get back here, Al. Dadgummit. Assets. My mouse is getting stuck. Are being sold at the flea market, and the flea market assets were supposed to be listed on the bankruptcy paperwork. Selling assets are to be frozen. Okay. Yeah. So if they're supposed to be frozen, you shouldn't be selling anything.
No.
Okay.
I am totally ignorant when it comes to the bankruptcy stuff. Even when it comes to common sense, I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what these guys are trying to say. It's insane. I mean, you got Jeremy saying over here that she didn't list assets with the bankruptcy. And then he's trying to counter what Jeremy's saying by saying she's transferring stuff when he said nothing about transferring anything.
Transfer stuff, right. Yeah, there's yeah,
I guess I lost it.
yeah, yeah, buffed old man. Everything is happening after the bankruptcy was filed. She is trying to clean up her mess and then got caught. I yeah, you can't go back and undo it. That's the thing. You can't try to undo it. You can try. Yeah, sure.
Right.
But who's to say that it's not going to turn around and bite you in the rear end? Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, so let's go see what they're fighting on 3 about.
Okay.
Is this the right one? Yeah, this is document 10.
Okay, let's look. Okay, he's talking about Rule 9B, particularly for each of the three asset categories. So let's look at Rule 9B of the bankruptcy. So,
Count 3 alleges that the debtor made false under oath by omitting from her Schedule A sofa 1 flea market business. She did. She didn't file it in any of the paperwork. Operated under a lease in Chiefland Farmers Market Flea Market. Jewelry and donations due to her from Lisa Lee, but currently held by Lisa Lee and other third parties. None of the 3 categories is plead with the particularly Rule 9B requirements.
okay, what that is, okay, that is the who, what, when,
Yeah,
where, and how. So
right.
he's wanting who is the bankruptcy attorney? Justin? Is no?
For Jeremy,
Yeah.
uh, Dennis, I
What's
believe.
okay, Dennis. Yeah, Dennis Levine.
Yeah.
So he's wanting Dennis to break it down. He's wanting the who, what, when, where, and how. So he's wanting specifics. So
Well, let's
he's
go see. Let's go see what he said, because here's
okay.
3 right here. This is what this right here. This is Jeremy's part. Count 3, non-dischargeable under blah blah blah. Plaintiff progress 1
Okay.
through 32. Oh, 1 through 32 again,
Two.
as full set forth herein. Sections. There's your section there again that you went over a while
Yes,
ago.
yes. Okay, that's a 4. So now let me put an A behind that 4. So let's see, because I don't think Dennis put, I think he just said 7A4. I don't think Dennis put an A at the end. So that's okay. All right. So is he adding that section? I can look and see what the difference is between 727A4A and 727A4.
Well, see, so far, count 2 and count 3. Count 2, he's talking about assets that were being hidden. Count 3, he's talking about how she went under oath and denied these claims.
Okay, so that's the difference.
But yet, you got Saran Wrap over here talking about third parties owing money to Lisa Lee, and or Lisa Lee holding monies for, third parties holding monies for Lynette and Crook. That must have been up in one. That must have been up in 1 through 32.
Right. Okay.
Up here, at the very top.
So, okay.
Because I think this is the one I read one day when you were not here, or I can't remember if you and I read it together. I'm just going to go over one. One, this court injunctions over the parties and just subject matter of this action under this action continues to proceeding under. Okay. This action continues. Adversary pleading. Okay. Venue. Okay. Plaintiffs sent to entry final judgment. Okay. Defendants chapter 7. Defendants creditor ID. Okay. Where's the meat and potatoes? Allegations. Hells. Okay. Submitted Ohio. Okay. This is
Okay.
talking about the Ohio stuff and Jeremy.
Okay. All right. So go back up. Okay, that's okay, that is all that is all Ohio, right?
Yeah.
From 11. So from 11, so we have
So
11.
where 10 starts here, it's basically just talking about Jeremy, the fact that he's got a restraining order, he's a YouTuber, and everything that they have done to him that's landed them in court. Because
Right.
if you
That's
go
yeah,
right
that's
here,
just
here's all the
yep, yep,
signs,
yep, that's
you know.
that. Okay, and then we're gonna
So
go down.
uh, after learning these actions by defendant, okay, this is still about the Ohio stuff and the lawsuits, despite knowing the statements defendants were false. Knowing I'm still not seeing anything about transfer of assets.
Right. Okay, Al, we will.
What happened?
Al said if we need him, just call out his name. He's currently watching the sentencing portion of the Corey Richens case.
Oh, okay. Cool beans. Cool
If
beans.
we need, yeah.
Now I did hear there's a court case that somebody told me the other day that's kicking off. That's a pretty cool court case. I'm gonna have to go back and talk to him again. D. It's something that you and I might want to cover.
Okay, cool.
All right. Was it you telling me that there's a lady that shot her husband?
That was we discussed that, and that was Corey Richens. Yeah,
Okay.
we were just
Okay.
yeah, you and I discussed that because I said her sentencing is Wednesday. I told you that Monday. Yeah.
Yeah. See, all of this stuff that he's quoting from 1 to 32, this is all stuff that Jeremy has made claims, with the Ohio and the other court cases, the stuff that
Mhm.
Lynette's done to him. But I
Mhm.
see nothing in here that discusses the realm or the possibility of transferring assets in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
So
Let's see.
where
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Ramasram, huh? What?
All of
Where?
everything above. Okay, so everything above this where it says count two, this is where he's stating about the dischargeability. All of this is dischargeability. So we can see and hear right here,
Yeah.
non-dischargeability under 11 USC 523A6. So all of this is referencing this right here, the 523A6. I'm using my pointer on the screen like everybody can see that. I'm so stupid.
You're not stupid. Do whatever
And
you need to do to make it comfortable for you.
so all of everything that Dennis is stating here reflects 523A6.
Okay.
So that right there is if he is stating this should lay out the foundation of the who, what, where, why, when, and hows, right? That should
All
lay
right.
that out. That should. So, plaintiff realleges and incorporates paragraph 1 through 32 above as if fully set forth. So 1 through 32, all of that is what he is stating. This is what is leading to this right here. So it's like leading up to.
Yeah, it's all the stuff that Lynette and Crook have done to Jeremy and who Jeremy is
Right.
from one through 32. That's exactly what all that is. So that's, like I said, that's the history between the two of them. When you get
Right.
here, like you said, count one. This is like you said. This should list the who, what, when, where, and how.
Right. So section 523A6 accepts from discharge any debt for willful and malicious injury by the debtor to another entity or to the property of another party, which we've already said that, you can't discharge debt for willful and malicious injury. Okay.
Right.
Defendant's actions as set forth above constitute an intentional tort, direct injury to plaintiff. So it's intentional.
Yeah.
So he's stating that. Okay. Defendant's actions were both willful and malicious. Okay. Reiterating the signs. Okay.
Yep.
Plaintiff holds a claim against defendant arising from this conduct, whether reduced to judgment or not. Again, because she was found, well, they both were found guilty in
Right.
Ohio. Okay. Wherefore, plaintiff respectfully requests the court determine defendant's debts to plaintiffs are non-dischargeable to 11 USC 523A6, liquidate the amount of damages, or alternatively determine non-dischargeability of any judgment entered by a non-bankruptcy court, award plaintiff cost and attorney's fees to the extent permitted by law, and grant such other and further relief as the court deems just and proper. Okay. So let's see. Count 2, objections to discharge under. Okay, here we go. 7A2. And we read what 7A2 was, right?
Yeah.
So
You need me to move up?
hold on a sec. I'm looking at something real quick. So I'm reading this again.
Which one?
Okay, 7A2. 7A2. Okay. Bankruptcy code section that allows a court to deny a debtor a discharge, the wiping out of debt. We all know what that is. If the
Right.
debtor acted with intent to hinder, delay, or defraud creditors or an officer of the estate. This law applies to actions taken within 1 year before filing the petition or during the case, such as transferring, concealing, or destroying property. Okay. So this is where Saran wrap is getting transferring because of that 11 USC 727A2. That's where that's coming from.
Gotcha.
So now in here, does it state anything under the 727A2? Let's look at 38. So let's go down to the count 2 objections. Let's go through them and let's see if Dennis states the words transferring, because I think he's picking it apart. He wants this to be per whatever this is. Okay, it's like transferring, concealing, or destroying. So those are the 3 keywords we need to be on the lookout for: transferring, concealing, destroying.
All
So
right. Well,
if those 3 words are in here, then Dennis covered the bases.
right. So
Okay.
at the time of filing, defendant held a legal and or equitable interest in certain assets, which are required to be disclosed under, and it gives you the law, which is bankruptcy forms. So I've yet to see where this transferring of anything goes anywhere. It's all about assets with Dennis.
Right.
She didn't disclose her assets, where this guy is.
And concealing is one of the key components in 727A2. Not only concealing, but also transferring and destroying property. Nowhere in there does he state that she transferred.
Right. And I've yet to. That's what's throwing me for a loop. Is his whole argument here on 10, right here, his whole argument is on discharge or transferring items.
Right.
And I don't understand where he comes up with this. Did you see anything?
No.
What words did you say a while ago?
It is
that we need to look out for?
Transferring, concealing, or destroying. Those 3
now,
words.
I think he did say concealing in here.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if he's saying, no. You have to approach it as a 3-prong: transferring, concealing, destroying. So, but Dennis is just using concealing. She's concealing these assets. She's hiding them from the court. So I don't know if the court's going to say, oh, we need to have all 3, or if they're going to say we just need one of those key components to prove.
I still say that this document 10 that we're going over, I still say that was not written by Saran wrap.
I don't think it was either.
Because I don't see anything about transferring. That says, see, there's your concealment right there. These assets were concealed by the defendant, who omitted them from the schedules and the SOFA. So yeah, the concealing of these assets was material because they were property of the estate under the blah blah blah, had value of fact. Yeah, exactly. But concealing doesn't mean transferring. I didn't see anything in Saran wraps to say that it was concealed. He's all going on transfer, right?
Yeah. Well, it's yeah.
So I don't know. Well, no, there's concealment.
Concealment by omission can support an A2 claim, but only if the plaintiff alleges each of the 4 Perry elements. Well, I don't know what the heck a Perry element is. Boy, he's keeping me busy with this legal jargon.
Yeah.
What's a
The,
Perry element?
the complaint alleges none of this or none of them with the specific rule. See, this is not Saran wrap. It does not identify when the alleged concealment began. It began the minute she filled out her paperwork for the bankruptcy court because she didn't put it on there, right?
Oh, snap.
What? What'd you find?
Unless he okay. There is no single standard legal term known as Perry element in bankruptcy. The result, la 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 la. It involves Perry versus Commerce Loan, 1966. That was a Chapter 13 eligibility. From 2011 to 2012, that's an exemption in bankruptcy. It goes along for adversary pleadings or proceedings, which is whether a debt is dischargeable due to willful and malicious injury, fraud, or misrepresentation. That is in Perry v. Judge. So, yeah.
Huh.
So he's referencing a case. It's not actually a rule or anything like so he's actually referencing. Does he have that case? Does he reference the
So
Perry case?
the 4 Perry
Perry elements.
So there's 4 elements of this Perry thing, whatever he's talking about. But I think he's throwing in, like you said, word salad here because it's obvious when this started. The minute she filled out the paperwork and left the stuff off of the paperwork, that's when it started.
Ha ha ha. Okay. Perry v. Commerce Loan Company, 383 USC 392. This case is from 1966. The U.S. Supreme Court discussed the elements for confirming a Chapter 13 repayment plan. While not strictly phrased as 4 Perry elements in general law, the court referenced that a composition repayment plan should be confirmed if it meets specific criteria, which can be broken down on the statutory requirements they analyzed. This is not a Chapter 13. This is a Chapter 7.
Oh. Let's see what these details are. Oh. All right, hold on a second, D. I got to pull this up for a minute. Let me hide this one. Mama Bear Leah, thank you so much. I'm going to pull that up right now. Mama Bear Leah sent us a coffee. And here, I know it's hard for you guys to see, but here it is right here. And it is saying, oh, thanks for trying to sort this shit show out. Shit show. Sort this shit show. Thank you so much, Mama Bear Leah, for the coffee. Thank you. It's much appreciated, girly girl.
Oh, wow. I cannot believe that. So that is for a Chapter 13. It is not for a Chapter 7.
And Harry, thank you too. Thank you as well, my friend. Thank you. Was no.
That's crazy.
There was no message with Harry's, but I'm saying thank you.
Oh my gosh. So this right here, I'm wondering if he just saw that. He just saw the 4 Perry elements, and it's referencing Perry versus Commerce, and it's a 1966 case. And I'm just wondering why he would throw that in there. Anywhere anywhere in his case law that he cited in his rebuttal to Dennis, is there a Perry? Is there a Perry case that he references? Perry v. Commerce Loan? Because
Where?
that's all in Saran Wrap's filing here.
Yeah, he references right here.
Let me see.
Uh, as but only if the plaintiff alleges of the four Perry elements. The complainant alleges none of them with the specific rule. So
Okay,
he's telling
so
Dennis
but
he
this
needs to go ahead.
reference a Chapter 13 case on a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, because a Chapter 13 is referencing a repayment plan.
Well, they're not. They're not. Then this doesn't have anything to do with what Jeremy and them's talking about.
Exactly. So I wanted to see, okay, in the beginning of his mumbo jumbo of Saran Wrap's mumbo jumbo, does he cite a case law, like where it says W versus Z? I
No,
want to see if he cite a Perry case, a Perry case.
uh, not that I know of. He states right here. Oh, I'm not even on the screen. Sorry, D. I thought you saw. I thought I had it back up there. Here you go. This is where I'm at right here. He cites a
Okay,
whole bunch of cases, but I don't know if any
I'm
of
just
them to
looking
deal with Perry.
Perry.
Like this one is Corsella versus Lincare.
Yeah.
Oh, and then here's one here. I don't know what these
Okay.
are pertaining to.
Jackson versus Bell South Telecom. Uh, I'm just looking. I'm just need to see if there's a Mandela. Okay. Um,
Here's a I can't even spell that.
I'm not
Beautiful.
even. I'm not even going to
Yeah,
seeds
B
insignia.
versus B.
Let's see. Yeah, I
Uh,
don't see. He's not. I don't see a Perry.
no,
So
I don't. I only saw it that one time. Here, oh, here's one.
okay.
Snapples Inc.
Chappelle.
versus Perry or
Chappelle's.
Chappelle.
Okay, let's see that. Let me see what type of bankruptcy case that was. So hang on a second. Don't go scroll too far. S H
Okay,
A S
PPELL apostrophe S Incorporated.
versus who again?
Perry.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Coop, D spells T. Chapter 7 bankruptcy is total liquidation, and Chapter 13 is reorganization of debt. Lynette, current bankruptcy is Chapter 7, which means she has to sell all of her shit. Period. There is no how you pronounce that, reorganization of debt. It's all
Right.
you got to sell everything to pay back the people you owe. Oh,
Okay.
what you got to say, French? Oh, you guys are still talking over there. All right.
Okay. This case, Chappelle's Inc. versus Perry, this was an adversary proceeding. And this adversary proceeding took place in Florida in the year 2000. So this case is 26 years old.
Okay. Nanny says they have referenced laws that had nothing to do with anything so many times. And I did this is, I think this is a Bubbles thing. They're
Okay.
putting in case law that has absolutely nothing to do with the matter at hand. Because, like
So,
you just said with the Perry thing, okay, that's to restructure your debt to where you can pay it back. She's in
right.
Chapter 7, which means she's got to sell everything to pay her debtors. So therefore, Jeremy's right. She has to list all of her assets.
See, I
Like
don't know if this case was a 7 or a 13, because that right there would be more
with which
definitive. Is
case?
this Perry versus, or the Chappelle's versus Perry bankruptcy?
Oh, I
So
don't know.
yeah, I would
But when
like to
you
know. I would like to know if it's a 13, why is he referencing a 13 during a 7?
right, I mean, it doesn't make sense because
Mm-mm.
what you read a while ago with the Perry, it's a reorganization of the debt she owes to repay it. That's not the case of what she's filed on. She's filed for complete liquidation to pay back debtors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So where are we at? Where
Okay.
did I lose my place? Which one am I? Yeah, I'm on 10. Where's count 3? Counts 2 and 3. Oh, I guess did I overlook it? Did I overshoot it? 6.
Huh.
Oh, count 3. He's got a freaking litany of stuff in here. Wow. Count 3 alleges that the debtor made a false under oath, blah, 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 by omitting from her schedule sofa, flea market business operated under a lease at Chiefland Farmers Flea Market. Jewelry donations due her from Lisa Lee. Okay. They're going into all kinds of laws here.
Yeah, this case that he referenced is all about transfer. It's about transfer.
I'm
There's
going back
nothing.
over here to count 3 on Jeremy's case, his
Okay.
original filing. Okay, count 3, non-dischargeability under, and it gives the rules. Plaintiff. Yeah, see, he's not talking about. Yeah, he does bring up Lisa Lee in here. Okay. Yeah, she omitted it, the money that Lisa has, that Lisa had, or whatever. Yeah, okay. Defendant's omission of assets continues. False statements under oath. Okay. So I'm assuming that Randy or somebody has asked her questions and she has given the wrong answers. Debtor knew the statements were false when made. Defendant acted with fraudulent intent or at minimum with reckless indifference to the truth. The false statement were material as they concern the extensive, tongue-tied, and value of estate assets. Okay. Wherefore, plaintiff respectfully requests the court enter judgment denying. Okay. Jeremy's wanting to make sure that she's held accountable for what she's done. Okay. He wants her to list her assets and he wants her to list all the people that are holding money for her.
Mm-hmm. That has nothing to do with transferring.
Right. Saran Wrap is trying to squash all of that. He's trying to say, no, you cannot have access to who's holding her money. You cannot have access to the inventory that she has not listed. That's what Saran Wrap's ordering, or he's trying to get nixed. Because regardless of what all this garbage is that's written here, he's trying to get 2 and 3 dismissed.
Mm-hmm. Because I think those are the most damaging, and he doesn't want that. He doesn't want that.
Well, what it is, he's wanting to keep Lisa out of it. He doesn't want Lisa brought into it. Saran Wrap. Because think about it. If Lisa gets brought into it, well then, boom, here comes coffers being opened and money being, shown. And he's trying to keep Lisa out of it. Now, guys and gals, I'm not pointing any fingers. I'm not making any accusations. I don't know what's going on in people's personal lives as far as all of this stuff goes. I don't know if she's holding money for Lynette. I don't know if she's gave it to her. I don't know nothing. All I know is she collected a ton of money. Okay. And Lynette has complained because she hasn't got her grubby paws on any of it. Am I wrong, D?
No, she did complain. And she complained about a lot of things.
Exactly. So, as far as what goes on between them two, I'm not privy to all of that knowledge. All I going off of is what I've seen and heard, coming out of both of them, Lisa and Lynette. Lynette says she wants the money, and Lisa says you ain't getting shit. That's the bottom line of it. Am I right?
Yep. Yep. Yeah. I'll go with that.
Guys and gals, that's pretty much this 14 pages of this garbage. But what it all boils down to is he's trying to get rid of counts 2 and 3 that Jeremy filed. And as you guys can see right here, count 2 failure to assets categories. Yeah. So there we go. Anyway, I'm getting this off the screen. I'm getting colorblind. I'm getting blinded.
Because I mean, when you start, you go through and you break all that down. Because when you said Perry elements, I'm like, okay, I need to know what a Perry element is. What is he referencing? 4 Perry elements. What does this mean? Who is Perry? What did Perry do?
Right.
I want to know. I need to know who Perry is. So when you said that, I was like, yeah, that's not what that is. That references a chapter 13, and it's a repayment plan. So,
oh my goodness, these guys over on Rumble are absolutely having a heyday. They are having fun. Oh my goodness, here we go. Cynic, I'm so sorry if you are still here, my friend. The Flea. Cynic sent, let's see, let's go up. Here we go. Pickles sent a $5 Rumble rant. Pickles is your favorite mod. Nancy, laugh out loud. Okay, now we found out who Pickles is. Pickles also sent a gifted subscription to MrCoop. Okay, all right. I don't know who got it. Somebody else. Crystal sent a gifted subscription to someone as well. Okay, let's scroll back down here. And then we got Cynic came in with a Rumble rant. And he says the Flea is stupid, stupider than I thought. Oh, variable NDAs are invalid and unforeseeable in Florida, right, Cynic? And then he sent another one and says, we do allow physics. We do allow psychic contact. let your dislikes of them flow through you, and maybe they'll feel a bit of it, right? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Cynic, and thank you, Nancy, and everyone else that sent memberships and Rumble rants. Oh, here we go. We got Pickled Tinks over here again. Mr. Cook, and see, I don't think you can pull them up on the screen over here. Can I?
I don't know. Can you?
I'm looking for this live stream forever pin.
You know, Sticky, I don't know who Perry is, but if you find Perry, can you let me know?
Right on.
I don't know who Perry is either.
Pickle Tink gave us a $5 Rumble rant. Says, Coop, I think that Saran Wrap needs to go back to the bathroom, stick his head back in the toilet, and wish and pray that this filing might change. Yeah, it should change. Oh my goodness, they're over here going at it again. Hold on. If he's lucky, it might, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Thank you so much, Pickle Tink. And then we got Cynic rolled in while I was reading that. Perry, he's a semi-aquatic egg layer. Okay, aquatic egg layer. He's a semi-aquatic egg layer mammal of action. If you know, you know. Thank you so much, Cynic. I wish we could pull them on screen. That would be so cool.
Oh, you're testing me. You're saying the 4 Perry elements apply to bankruptcy Chapter 7 proceedings when they deal with fraud, transfer, or concealment. Okay, so it also applies to a Chapter 13, which would mean, for the repayment plan. Should be confirmed, and if it meets specific criteria, which can be broken down based on the statutory requirements, they analyze. So nowhere in here did I see that it would go forward. Oh, I see right here, Chapter 7, liquidation, 13, repayment, 11. Okay, all right. So yes, it does, but he doesn't. I mean, come on. He's being picky.
Okay, now I'm figuring this out. I can pull up their Rumble rants. It just doesn't show me it's a Rumble rant on Restream. It shows me it's just a comment.
Okay.
But if I'm looking at Rumble and their comment comes up, then I can pull it out over here. Because, see, this is what Pinkle Tink just sent me a few minutes ago. Coop, I think the Saran Wrap needs to go back to the bathroom, stick his head in the toilet. And wish and pray this filing might change. If he's lucky, it might. Okay. And then we got Cynic came in behind her. And here's Cynic's. All right. So I can pull them up over here. It just won't show it. Okay. So I've got to keep my eyes open on the Rumble chat.
Okay, so it does state that there's other 4-element concepts in bankruptcy, but the 4 other elements, concepts in bankruptcy, it doesn't mention the Perry elements. It says
Ah.
other 4 elements. So a key context from Perry versus Commerce Loan from 1966. See, it's referencing that case, a 1966 case that was a Chapter 13. So, it doesn't, I mean, there's nothing about a 7. It just says other 4 elements. I wish it would break down what the other 4 elements are. So, let's see. Let's see if it can break it down for me because I like learning new things. I like it when they say, "Hey, it includes this." Well, let me go check.
All
So,
right. So we got Cynic come again. What you got to say now, Cynic? Oh, Coop. It's the first line of the Perry and Platypus agent P song from the Phillies and Feb's show. Oh, Feb show. Wow. That's interesting. Cool. Thank you so much, Cynic. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are awesome. You're absolutely awesome. Now, what were you saying, D?
yeah, I looked up what are the other 4-element concepts in a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Um, because it does seem like to me that the Perry revolves around and it's pointing to a Chapter 13. And so it's like owed to, recoverable by, type of support, agreement, order, or legal basis, discharge order, creditor awareness, credit report accuracy, asset protection, legal interest, equitable interest, recovered property, proceeds, profit, taxes, student loans, fraud-based debt, willful injury. Actually, there's 5. Instead of 4, there's actually 5. Then there's liquidation, examination, distribution, and avoiding powers. So there's actually 5, but the key 4 are just that. There's like several, so but the to me when he cites Perry element, and I'm like, what is a Perry element in bankruptcy? What are Perry elements in bankruptcy?
Oh, there you
And
go. You
it's
got your testing me says Google. Do the 4 Perry elements in bankruptcy apply in Chapter 7?
That's what I did. That's what I did. I said other 4-element concepts in Chapter 7 bankruptcy. So, and that's what they are. It's the I just read them
I'm
off. Owed to, recoverable by, type of support, alimony maintenance support. That doesn't apply. Agreement order establishes a separation agreement, divorce decree, or property settlement doesn't apply. Legal basis included in a court order or administrative determination. Well, is there not a court order out of Ohio
Yep.
for that?
Yep.
Okay.
There sure is.
Discharge order, the court issues document formally releasing the debtor from liability. Creditor awareness, ensuring all creditors, including those who purchase debt, are notified to stop collections. Credit report accuracy, monitor credit reports to ensure debts are correctly reported as discharged or included in bankruptcy. Asset protection, utilizing exemption laws to retain essential property. And then there's legal interest, all legal titles to property held by the debtor at filing. Equitable interest, property that the debtor has a right to even if legal title is held elsewhere. Recovered property, property the trustee recovers through avoiding powers, for example, fraudulent transfers. So that right there, the recovered property, that would include fraudulent transfers. So
Yep.
property the trustee recovers through avoiding powers, for example, fraudulent transfers. Proceeds and profits, any income or proceeds generated from the estate's property during the case. Does that profit and proceeds, does that include 501c3? I'm
Uh,
curious.
it's awful curious at what they're trying to do. Philip
Yeah.
Kraft come in. He says she's just trying to get off easier and kissing bad. Okay.
There's also a fraud-based debt, money obtained through false pretenses or fraud, willful injury, debts for malicious or willful injury to another person or property. That's been established. That was established in Ohio, correct?
Right.
Yes. Okay. So that's been established. Uh, Liquidation, selling non-exempt assets to generate cash. And then
Done.
there's examination, reviewing the debtor's documents and schedules for truthfulness. So basically, did Saran Wrap just crash
Open
his own? Yeah, just crash
open
his own. Yeah, filing
open
with
the
this.
door and stuck
Yeah.
all the foot in it. Oh, Cynic, what you got to say? Thanks for covering this coop. Indeed, there's so much content that just covering the dumpster fire content means missing the more important parts of like this. Right, right. I've been wanting to do this with D for a while. When all these documents started coming in about the adversary uh, case, we didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Remember that, D?
Yeah.
It was all just, huh?
I had questions. I had a boat ton of questions. I'm like, what is this? What does this mean? How does this
Ex-
play? Is
Exactly.
this I didn't know. I was totally oblivious to it. I was like, I have no idea what an adversary proceeding is.
Al, he buckled down and he figured it out. So not only does that give us the bankruptcy to talk about, it's also given us the adversary part of it as well. And there's actually another document that we're going to probably cover if D is available. We're going to cover it Friday. It all
Uh,
depends on that. I don't
ask
know.
ask me Thursday.
Right. But, we'll talk about that later. But 14 is, I think it's another document from Jerry. Response to yeah, it's Jeremy's response to this one where we read today.
Okay.
The number 10. This is
Mhm.
Jeremy's response. We'll look at it real quick. We won't go over it today, but it's a 5-pager. But this is Jeremy's response to the one we just went over today, the document 10. And
Mhm.
I haven't looked over any of it yet to see what it's all about. But thank you so much, Cynic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like the way now I can figure out how to do stuff.
Right.
But this is what Jeremy's got. His last filing was. This was on the 8th, so this is brand new. This is just a few days old. Response to defendant's partial motion to dismiss counts 2 and 3 of the complaint. So this is going to be Dennis explaining to Saran Wrap, hey, here's your stuff right here, bud.
Right. Right. Exactly. You're testing me. Thank you for pointing that out, and thank you for confirming what my thoughts were about what the Perry elements. Basically,
Oh,
they confirmed that he is stepping in his own poo.
Matthew brought up a good point. I wonder if LP Lawyer could lose his license and right to practice after this is over because his filings. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. That's a good
Uh,
question.
I would
I
think
mean,
somebody would have to put in a complaint to the bar, and it wouldn't be none of us. I mean, it would have to be
no
somebody involved in the case.
case.
But
Yeah.
now we have our suspicions who wrote document 10. Okay, we have no proof of it, but I have my suspicions. I don't know about you, D. Uh, do you have any suspicions?
About who wrote that?
Wrote 10, yeah, document
Plenty.
10.
Plenty.
Now, if there can be proof tied to that Saran Wrap didn't write that, and that somebody else did, well, somebody's already in trouble, facing a lot of trouble up north over
Yeah. Mhm.
practicing law. Well,
Now, okay, so here's a question. Okay, this is just a question. I would not know if anybody would have any thoughts on this, but this is just a question. What if this bankruptcy goes sideways for LMNOP? Okay. Let's
Yep.
just gonna put this out here. Let's just say it goes like it goes nowhere and nothing is discharged. Would she have a right to go after Saran Wrap for um, the same thing that she could have went after Bubbles for?
Yes, could be. Could be. Now, this is
So
interesting. David said Hell's lawyer filed the Perry elements. Preston's lawyer is saying they need to prove all four elements to block the debtor from discharging assets. That's interesting. What do you think, D?
hmm,
I don't
that
know.
isn't that it? Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for the comment, David. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, young lady. Whew. Today's been a
Oh,
day.
oh, Nanny's been paying attention.
Oh, no, David. They are reading Saran Wrap's filing. He states the case as an argument. So, no, Hells did not. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, we will be hitting up this document one of these days, hopefully sooner than later.
Right, because I would love to see the response to that. That's gonna be an interesting response.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting with that big old jumbo salad. And the thing is Dennis did it in 5 pages. We had 14 pages of document 10 that were absolutely all over the flipping place. This guy is going to answer all of that idiot's questions in 5 pages. So this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow yet, or what I'm going to do tomorrow, or if you're here, I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. But I do know that we'll probably be doing some law and crime, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, awesome. Very
I don't
cool.
know. All right, Slick Chick, you got anything coming down the road?
No. No. Um, not right now.
All right, all right. I think we're going to send everybody to the barn then, and we're going to get out of here.
All
Today
right.
has been a very eventful day. I mean, my goodness, has this been fun?
It's been interesting, made my head spin.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Terry Spencer, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may hail from. Was it Saran Wrap previously in hot water on another bankruptcy and questioned by 3 judges? Yes, he was. Yes, he
Mm,
was.
yeah.
All right. Guys and gals, it has been a pleasure having over 500 of you guys in here today, seeing what old D and I had to say. You didn't even know that, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, wait till we're done. You're going to be surprised. All right, guys and gals, you know that I'm on Monday through Friday from about 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. With that being said, thank you all for the super chats, the rumble rants, the memberships. It's greatly appreciated. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will see you guys tomorrow. How about you, D?
Everyone have a wonderful Wednesday.